Yeah, hello. Welcome to our webinar here on the 3rd of July, one day before Independence Day in the United States. And also markets are closed by now, at least they should be. Yeah, I want to explain to you a little bit about prop firm trading and what I am doing and who I am. Also, I try to make this webinar some sort of entertainment. Yeah, it should be for everyone nice. So I also like to participate with you. And yeah, my first question is, where are you from? And also, do you know me already or not? Have you seen my live streams, or did you just saw my ads? Or are you following me for a longer time? So if I know more about you, then I can also make the webinar more, yeah, at least more precise for your needs, because I would like that you learn something today and that you become a profitable trader. And if you have any questions whatsoever, please write them here in the chat room. Or at the end, we also have a Q&A session where you can ask anything that you like. There are always members with different knowledge base, yeah, about trading and about what I'm doing. So if I know more about you, I can address your needs a lot better. So the agenda for today is, and what I want to bring you closer. Ah, Mario, hey, yes, I remember our trader meeting in Düsseldorf. Nice to see you here. So, what I want to bring you here in this webinar today, I think it will take around about 1 hour or 90 minutes. It always depends on your questions. Yeah, I'm open for everything. But the first part is about my person, my story from prison to 156 million US dollar hedge fund in China, and then actually my path to the prop firm trading. Does is every one of you familiar with the knowledge of prop firm trading, or what it means and how to do this? I would like to get your feedback, because then I can also skip some parts in the webinar and can get to the point faster for you. Then the second part is the one thing why traditional trading advices fails. Yeah. Mike, hi from London. I've got started with Bookmap with your link, just set up with Top Step. Now ready to trade using VWAP strategy. Hey Mike, perfect. Nice to see you here again. Mario, you do not have experience yet? Okay. So perfect. Then I will go into that. The third part of this webinar is the three secrets of prop firm trading success. In my point of view, what is the most important thing, yeah, that I did to become successful and to get basically a monthly income, yeah, through that business. Part 4, how to get started. Of course, that is the most important thing, yeah. How can I get into that business? And even if you do not have any experience in that industry, never mind. We can have, you don't need to worry about that, yeah, maybe put it this way. And then I will also have exclusive offer for you at the end, because tomorrow is Independence Day in the United States, and this always gives some bonus, yeah. So also, I'm talking now a lot, but I like here some comments from our community to show what I'm going to teach you, that it really has value. That was just recently from Pascal. Hi, everyone. I received a payout with Robert's trading approach. I would say they work. Yeah. And Pascal is also new to that industry. So it's very, very nice. And he's also posting every day. Then again, 3 accounts funded today, 2 accounts resurrected from Bernd. He's also one of our traders. Raphael got payouts. Yeah, I would say the success rate in our community is quite fast, and from my, I would say, students or community members. And while we have endless of these sort of testimonials, yeah, for me it's important to show you that this, what I'm going to teach you, and is going to work. Yeah. If you follow the rules and regulations, how to say, you will end up profitable. Also, don't just take my word for it. I have multiple payouts. I just applied today for new payouts from Apex. I will get, I think, answer for this next week. And I am under probation status. That means I basically busted the system, yeah. And they are having me under a special review, and they are telling me, okay, you will get more and more. I mean, we will put you on real accounts, but I will give you more advice about this later. At least I am on this status since September last year. So now some words about myself. Yeah. I really wasn't supposed to be here teaching you about trading success. Yeah. I mean, you're probably wondering why did this happen? Yeah. And I have to go back a little bit into the history, to the past of my life. And I started trading at the age of 13. That was 30 years ago. And I'm going to be now 43 in a couple of months. So I'm sort of veteran in that industry. I inherited a small amount of money from my father, who passed away quite early in my life. And I was fascinated by the stock markets. Yeah, and then I went to the local bank in Germany and I wanted to open my first bank account or trading account. But the man at the bank told me, hey, Robert, you're not allowed to open a bank account. You're just 13. Then I read the German law and I figured out, yes, I am actually allowed to open a bank account, but I cannot do any futures or derivatives business. Yeah, just buy stocks. Then I went back to the bank again with my mother, and then they agreed that I can start trading or buying stocks. And then I did this, and that was 1995. Yeah, there was still the time when you took when you had the mobile phone and you call your bank at the middle of the day. What is the daily Kassa quote today of that stock? And yeah, I started trading at that time. Then I became quite successful in Germany during that age because it was a transition from the floor trading to the online trading. And I was young, I had the knowledge about online trading and computers, and all the old sort of traders, they did not have this sort of ambition to go into computer, yeah. Or at least it was a very fast transition from the floor trading to online trading. And then two person came to me and they asked me, hey, Robert, would you like to join our company? And they gave me 50,000 D-Marks in cash at that time, and I was 17. And I co-founded my first investment firm in Frankfurt. This went also quite well, but I also got knocked out with I had a burnout. I was really, really finished in my brain at that time, and I was just 20. So I sold my shares of that company, and I did for a while nothing. I was living in Düsseldorf and just going out to the downtown and drinking and partying. Then my neighbor, he did the same thing like me. Well, he was not a trader, but he was a manager for a big German company. And he also quit his job and he did a business between China and Germany. And then he took me in 2004 to Shanghai. And in Shanghai, I just saw this, wow, that's it. This is what I have to do. I must be here. This is where the action is. And then next day we went to Guangzhou, where we stayed for 2 weeks. And well, I met a nice girlfriend over there, and she showed me Hong Kong and Macau, and of course China. Yeah, and then I packaged my things and I moved to China at the age of 21. It was not an easy time, I have to say. You really have to learn how to get to know Chinese culture, but it was quite successful. I mean, I did not have this girlfriend anymore. I met a new girlfriend then, and she was she became my business partner in China. She was a lawyer and also in that investment industry. With her, I built up a Chinese network. It's called Guangxi, and Guangxi means you know many people know you, and they trust you. Then we started to build up our investment business. But before 2008, Chinese stock markets were just exploding. And even my housemate, she canceled her job because she made more money on the stock markets than we paid her salary. Of course, I understood this. But we also know, actually, I knew if the time is like this, then the crash will come. Then Warren Buffett sold his shares just before the subprime crisis 2008 of PetroChina. And he said it was one of the best deals he ever made. But now it's the end. And I sold also my shares and I prepared for the big crash. And then 2008, the subprime crisis came. And at that trading day, I made over $800,000 in a couple of hours with trading Forex markets. It was absolutely crazy. Yeah. And then my trading company exploded because all my Chinese friends and business partners, they knew what I was doing and they all lost money, but I was the only one who made money. So that was my reputation as a trader in China. Then I bought my first Ferrari, my first AP, and within the next 10 months, my business grew from $1 million to over 156 million. I opened or expanded my office, and I had over 30 traders and analysts in my company. So I know how to manage traders. I know how to manage the investment business. And this is very important to understand. I know how this prop firm companies think because I was on their side. Yeah. So here, just two more pictures about my crazy lifestyle. This was my second $1 million Ferrari. This was also my own showroom, Ferrari tuning shop from Novitec Rosso in Shenzhen. Also the Macau number plate. Only the number plate costs already $50,000. Yeah. And yeah, they brought this car to me and it was sort of party. Then I was sponsoring the Le Mans Racing Series in 2010, and this right picture is in Paul Ricard. That is Côte d'Azur in France, where my racing team was racing. And the 24 Hours of Le Mans, the biggest car race in the world, and most important one, most prestigious one. Yeah, I was sponsoring this and had my own racing teams there. This is what you do when you make a lot of money in trading. And I was at that time 26 or 20, 26 years. Yeah, and if everything goes very well in China, there's also a downside to that. And then the fall came. And I was arrested in May 2011 for outsmarting the Chinese financial system. And I was building a platform that was translating Chinese stock market information to English language. And I was the biggest one. And my motto was basically, I want to become the Bloomberg of China. And who controls the news controls the money. 1 month before my arrest, my Chinese business partner, because you need a Chinese partner to get the license to distribute the news, came to me and said to me, "Hey, Robert, the guys in Beijing, they don't like what you're doing. Please shut down your company." I said, wow, why I should do this? I have all the contracts. I'm legally here. Everything is good. And I'm spending every month $250,000 US dollar in that company. So I cannot shut this down. It's a big investment. I did not listen to my friend. I was naive and young at that time. Yeah, 1 month later, I went back to Germany to get to saw the last championship from Borussia Dortmund, my soccer club. Yeah, and then I came back to Hong Kong and my driver picked me up. I went over the border to Shenzhen and then they arrested me. This picture here is was taken as I received my sentencing. I spent 3 years and 7 months in detention center. Then I got my sentence of 8 years and 1.2 million RMB penalty. Yeah. So this is how I looked. I just could smile about this. My partner, Angelina, she got life sentence and she's still in prison. So I really lost everything. They took everything from me. I came back to Germany in December 2018 and I had nothing. And I had to start new from beginning. Yeah, really. Not even, I had a couple dollars from my work in prison. But this is only a couple hundred euros. It was disaster. Yeah, so I cannot describe how it is, but I'm not the person who is there and is starting to cry. Life continues. And then, yeah, of course, if you fall down and you really, I would say, fucked. Yeah, there's no other word for this. I also had my plan B, and that was that I start to write a book. and I contacted one of the biggest newspaper or companies in Germany. It's called Spiegel or the Mirror, very famous worldwide. And they immediately came to visit me because I was the first prisoner in a Chinese prison. And then they brought an article. They wrote an article about me. They proved everything about my story, if this is really true or not. Everything. It was really very, very tough for like 2 months. And then 2 months later, they published my article in the German Spiegel magazine. It was the biggest one. And then one person came to me and said, "Hey, Robert, would you like to write a book?" I said, "Yes, definitely, I want to write a book." And then, yeah, this right example here came out, Drachenjahre in German or English Dragon Years. It became a best-selling book in Germany, under the top 10 in 2020. It took me 1 year to write this, and I'm on German newspapers, German TV, German radio stations, everywhere for a long time. And still people are contacting me when there are questions regarding China. So that was the comeback. And then I said, okay, what should I do now? I mean, I have to learn what is YouTube, what is social media. I had no idea. Yeah, I never used that. And in China, it was blocked, or I just did not pay attention. And there was also not this availability. As I came to jail, there was actually not really a iPhone. Yeah, I think the first iPhone just came out and no internet and so on. So I just really had to get back on track with the media presence. And yeah, I liked that. Yeah. And then people came to me and asked me, "Hey, Robert, can you teach me how to trade?" I said, "Yes, why not?" And then I started to make YouTube videos and on Twitch and developed step by step my YouTube channel. And then I discovered, hey, who are all the traders here that are posting something? And I looked, hey, you have 100,000 followers and you tell me you are a trader? I mean, I come from the institutional side and I just look at them and I said, okay, good. If this is, you don't know nothing, but okay, if it works, I know you make money with social media, but not really with trading. Anyway, I just got to know TradingView. I published my first article there in 2020 or 2019. And then immediately the CEO from TradingView contacted me and said, "Hey, Robert, we need people like you." And then I knew, okay, there's some knowledge that I have, which is not really public knowledge at that time. And then I continued my journey on doing live streams, Twitch, YouTube, and yeah, Discord now with Bookmap, and I really enjoyed. But I was always trading my own capital, yeah. This is a problem. Well, what means problem? You really need a lot of capital to become or to make a living from that, yeah. And I did not know this thing about prop firms, yeah. This just came up for me at least really last year where I discovered this loophole, yeah. But about this loophole, I will tell you more later. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, if we talk about prop firm trading, yeah, prop firm trading means basically the traditional way is there is a bank. A bank has a certain department. This is called proprietary trading desk. And in this proprietary trading desk, there is a small group of people who get a certain risk allocation from the bank. That means you get now a risk of, let's say, $100 million. And now try to make money out of that. Yeah, no matter what. And then they can do whatever they like to make money. And it worked for a long time very good until 2008 with the subprime crisis, as everyone was selling this mortgage-backed securities and selling houses as crap houses as valuable assets. Then everything collapsed. And there are now new regulations, so it's a long time ago now, that this is not so easy anymore. But for me, as I was younger, I never had access to capital. I was very lucky because of my skills that I got co-founder of that investment firm, so I had access to capital. But if you want to trade your own capital, you really need a lot. Yeah. And that is also a problem with traditional trading. Yeah. You need a lot of money to make a living from that. Also here, the traditional wisdom says, yeah, most traders are taught to let your profits run and cut your losses short. Basically, it's correct. You need $25,000 plus to day trade properly. Also correct. I would say now you need even much more. Start small and build your account slowly. Yes, correct. Because you cannot risk all your financial assets. Yeah. I mean, it's probably your life savings. Focus on big winning trades. Yeah. Let your profits run. Also, traditional trading wisdom is correct. But does it work? And then control your emotions. Yeah, you have to control your emotions to trade profitably. This is one of the biggest BS that I have heard because human beings are made of emotions. You cannot control your emotions. Emotions are part of your existence, of human nature. You just have to learn how to listen to your emotions. It's a big difference. So the reality, and I can tell you this, 99% of retail traders lose money. We have access to over 80,000 accounts and from my institutional side, and we can tell you there is basically 1% that is making money. And also, funnily, the average loss, and this sounds sometimes quite high, we this yeah, it estimated that these are numbers around about $15,000, which people lose. Yeah, quite amazing, but they really put a lot of money in and they're really gamblers. And then why is there a reason? Most people don't have enough capital. I mean, if you, like I said before, if you have $25,000 to day trade, yeah, and you have living expenses of $10,000 a month, well, you must make like 50%, not even calculating tax to be break even just for your living expenses per month is impossible. So then what they're doing is they're using leverage. You can leverage with futures, of course, CFDs or options and whatever. And then if you use leverage, you're going to fuck up. Sorry, it's like that. And then, yeah, you are in this sort of chain. Yeah, too much pressure, not enough capital, and it's basically a dead end street. So there has to be a better way. Yeah, and there is a better way. And this is something that I really want to point out. If you have the skill to trade, but you don't have capital, your skill, at least 25 years ago when I started, or 30 years ago, is almost useless. That is sad, but that was the truth. Then I came to that prop firm trading industry. I was really skeptical about this because it said prop firm trading, hey, that's illegal. You are not allowed to trade other people's money. You need a license, an asset management license in every country. I'm a registered and licensed trader for the European Energy Exchange in Leipzig. I did my trader exam there. Yeah. So I'm a licensed trader, but I'm still not allowed to manage money. So then I was looking into these sort of companies. I said that's very, very fishy what they're doing. Yeah. But then I figured out, oh, they're using an old trick that we also did already at the end of 1990 and beginning of 2000, because I was already managing accounts. But at that time, I was working as an employee for a bank, sort of umbrella structure, so they could cover me with a license. And then when I want to trade other accounts, and I was not an employee for the bank, we used the what's the IC manager or some sort of messenger app to send the buy and sell orders to the broker. They were executing it. Yeah, so I was just simply selling signals. I was a signal delivery company. So if I say I give a buy signal, then it will be executed. We did this manually at that time, and I was really paid by this. Yeah. But now technology changed 30 years ago. Yeah, from now we have these prop firms. And what you're doing here, you're nothing else than a signal delivery person. You click and they execute it. It's a loophole. It's still working. I don't know for how long it's still working, but it's still working, and it's very, very nice loophole. I mean, it was already working 30 years ago, but it's getting now on a different size level, yeah. But to put it together here, the traditional trading problem, yeah, you have to learn to trade profitably. That's already a very, very big step. Then, second, you must have enough capital or build up enough capital to make a living from it. Like I said, with 25K or 50K, you cannot make a living from that. With if you have family, children, have to pay your mortgage, impossible. Don't even start. But now there's a different way. You only, let's say I put it in brackets, you only have to learn how to trade. Yeah. And you can keep part of the profits. You do not have to provide a lot of own capital. And that is a complete game changer. Now you can say, okay, every day I put 1 hour or 2 hours in my, so to say, hobby, trading, day trading, and I'm going to learn it without risking a lot of money. But if I'm really stable and I have the skill and the knowledge of how to trade, I have the access to capital. And that is a game changer. And once you have this knowledge and the method, you can make a living from it without having, let's say, $100,000 account at home. You don't have to have this. Is this clear so far? Just asking here. So I believe so. So it's no feedback. This changes everything, yeah. Like I said, you can start, I would say, with $35 to $150. These are the evaluation fees, yeah, that you have to pay to the company to get access to 50K, 300K in trading capital immediately, yeah. Always in, let's say, 1 or 2 days. Yeah, Mario, thank you for your feedback. And if you really screw up, and I can tell you, I screw up many times in my life, also in trading, that I lost my total account. Yeah. If you screw up with these prop firms, you only lose your evaluation fee. I mean, you lose $35 or let's say $100. It's like you're going to a restaurant. Yeah. You will survive it. And that is a big difference. And if you win, if you really have the skill to do this, you keep most of the profits. As I started trading, I only got like 10 to 15% profit share. Now you get 90%, or for the small amounts at the beginning, even 100% from the companies. But there's also, I mean, the prop firms, they don't do that because they like you and they believe that you are a good trader. Nobody believes. And that was the first lesson that I learned as I worked for several brokers. Nobody believes that you can trade. Also, the prop firms don't believe that you can trade. So you have to reverse engineer your thinking. What do they want from you? The prop firm wants that you are going to pay this evaluation fee. And this is their money. And then you pay an activation fee once you are funded. Yeah. It's okay, everything fine. But that's their business. And if you are really lucky and you get a payout, then it's the same like a casino. The casino also is always making money, but there are also people who are going to win and they're going to pay out these people. And they also make these people big and happy because they know they're going to come back and then they're going to lose their profits. Prop firms are the same way, casinos. Keep that in your mind. So now you have to understand certain things of how I trade to basically beat the system. Yeah, it's something like playing a blackjack and you know how to count cards. All the traditional trading wisdom that you read and hear online, just put it into the bullshit area. Yeah, it's just nonsense. Everyone is copying each other, but nobody has really the insight. I come from the institutional side, yeah, and we had sometimes big problems. Big problems were, as an institutional trader, a big problem is you have now an order and you have to buy 100,000 shares of this stock. But the stock only has a daily trading volume of 10,000 shares. That's a problem. I cannot go there and say, hey, buy market. Then the price would explode and I would pay way too much. And there's even no liquidity provided to get my order into place. So this is why we have to have different benchmarks of how to trade. And this is basically done through the volume weighted average price, or VWAP. Right now, there is no more person sitting there and buying and selling manually. This is long time, belongs to the past. Yeah. Right now, algorithms are doing everything, and they need a sort of benchmark when to buy and when to sell. And this happens along VWAP levels. So if the market comes to VWAP, we can see sort of reaction because we know that algorithms are going to react on it. And that is my business. You have to put down your business or trading business in one sentence. The only thing I do is recognizing when algorithms are going to buy and sell. That's it. I'm not doing more. There are three. I'm also going to show you some charts later at the end. Then we can go through this. There are three. I gave it some funny names here. The magnet pull price gravitates to VWAP. That means if the price is going too far away from VWAP at one certain point, it will come back to VWAP. The bounce play, that is basically my favorite toy or setup. The market is coming to VWAP and just get a rejection, a pullback. And then we have a third setup. This is when the market is breaking through VWAP, coming back, and yeah, you see the deviations going spreading spreading far, and then you know, okay, momentum is coming in that game. The market wants to have a trend. And this isn't, basically technical analysis. It is simply reading institutional order flow. That means, okay, now the algorithms are ready to buy, and continuing buying, or we are still in the range because they did not place a full order size. Like I said before, if you are a pension fund and you place your orders, you cannot do that like we trader are doing this with one click. It's impossible. If you want to buy 1 million S&P future contracts, okay, this is like 80% of the daily trading volume. It's not possible. Then the S&P would be at 10,000 points in a second, and next second back to 5,000, or 6,000. So understand how the algorithms think or are programmed. This is probably the better way. And then you also have to know how the big money is acting. Then we also analyzed many account sizes. People are getting distracted. If you go to websites like Apex, I will also give you at the end a website where you get a lot of discounts. Do not sign up right now when you're, how to say, I know myself, eager to do things. I mean, there are always these nice numbers here. 150K, 250K, 300K. Do not get blinded by these numbers. Always look at what is your profit goal and what is your trailing threshold. These are the important things. Trailing threshold means what can I risk, and profit goal is what I have to achieve to get funded and to get a payout. So here you see a ratio from 2,500 risk for $3,000 profit. That's okay, that's fair, and I can trade 10 contracts. Better is 25. You have 1,500 and 1,500, but you can only trade 4 micros. It's a little bit boring. 100K, it's already different. Trading threshold $3,000, profit goal $6,000. So you have a ratio from 2 to 1. So you must make 2 times your risk. It's already more difficult, and it becomes more and more difficult as big as the account size is. So do not get blinded by that. And for me, I can tell you the best account size with the most reasonable risk to reward ratio based on how to get funded and how to get payout is from all the prop firms 50K. So like I said before, we have this sweet spot, $2,500 trading threshold. This I'm also going to explain later, yeah. And we have the profit goal of $3,000. This trading threshold is the biggest trap, but we are coming to that later. And also for my personal trading style, yeah, I have to say it is best for my VWAP strategy. It is the time and the time ratio, how much time I need to get funded, and how many contracts I can trade. It's very, suitable would be the right word. So the next thing is the evaluation hack. Yeah, how to get past. There are, and this is basically the thing, where the prop firms really did a good job, yeah, to make money, because there is so much traditional trading wisdom out there where people believe what I said before, cut your losses short, let your profits run, etc. This is definitely wrong. Yeah, try to hit home runs, let profits run, take big risk for big rewards, inconsistent daily performance is the result. Yeah, this all is not true. You will maybe be lucky and pass one evaluation. Yeah, but that's not how you really make money. What you have to do is instead, consistency is very important. Yeah, because they determine your payout. I can tell you, in my investment firm in China, I had basically my traders were all female, yeah, young Chinese, English, Chinese American ladies in the beginning of 20s. They had no idea about trading, but they knew, okay, what Robert is doing makes sense. And then I was teaching them, and they were really consistent. I knew exactly at this day, Trix would make like $1,000, and the next day maybe she lose $1,000, but always the same thing. And over a period of 1 month, she's making money. Yeah. Then I got a new trader, and he believed that he knows trading and he has a lot of knowledge, really good, really educated about trading. And I said to him, okay, I hire you. I give you a job in my hedge fund, but you only get $1,000 to trade. He looked at me. Oh. I paid him $2,000 salary, yeah, a fixed salary in China at that time was a lot of money. But I said, I only give you $1,000 from my funds because you have to prove yourself. I know you're going to fuck up. He did not understand, but he accepted this offer, and he was trading Forex market. He was quite stable. And then one day he came crying into my office and told me, Robert, you're right. You're right. You're right. You know it much better than me. I screwed up. I lost 50% today or 20%. I don't know. It was a big amount of the capital. Now I know why you did not give me more money. I said, yes, you see. And can you learn from it? Yes. And then he became better and better. But this is also the way of prop firms. Do not surprise them. Every day, do the same thing. Same lot size, same take profit, same stop loss. This is what they like. Nobody likes surprises in that industry. And if they know you are stable, then they can internally increase your trading. Yeah, they can give you more contracts, whatever, and you don't even know that. But they have to evaluate how much money can your strategy and can the market really take. If I would trade now my strategy with 1,000 lots, not working. Definitely not. With everything 3, 4, 5, it's okay. And then especially do not let your profits run. Yeah. Now we are going here. Let's open chart here. Okay, NVIDIA. Let's here take a look at it. S&P. Oh, very nice trade here. Day VWAP at the end. What means trading threshold? You see this? Okay, now, for example, we were talking about VWAP situations and pullback. This line here is the VWAP with the US session opening, as the opening of the American stock markets. This is at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time or 3:30, depends on where you are, Central European time. And we can see here some nice trades, and I did one of these trades today. Yeah. Here, I call it black hole or pullback or whatever. We can see market is moving up. Yeah, I did this trade basically here. Market went up from this VWAP, going up, creating sort of black hole. Yeah, here. I call it black hole because I have a dark screen. Market is coming back, touching this level and continuing the journey. This is a very perfect trading setup, what I'm using every day. Something here. And same thing again. And this is really today, I did not invent here anything, yeah, or get any perfect trades. This is something like your market must come here. We have this high, must have a correction. Yeah. Going back, touching VWAP, pullback. Very nice trade. Same here again. Touching here, going back. Now the markets are closed because today is only limited trading hours because of Independence Day tomorrow. But this is VWAP trading. Yeah. The volume weighted average price tells you exactly when algorithms are coming to buy and to sell. And this is what I do day in and day out. So here, this is Bookmap. Market has 4 factors. Yeah. One is the price, one is time, the third one is volume. These are historical facts. 2 people come, they make a deal at a certain time with a certain volume. Yeah. But the fourth one is liquidity, and this is what we can see here. These are the offers that are in the market. Above here are sell offers, here are buy offers, where people are interested to get into this business. Yeah. So this you can also everything learn. If you don't have this view, I cannot trade anymore. Yeah. Also, who watched my live stream today could see this was exactly this trade. Market open. I'm waiting. Yeah. Really boring. But it's like that. I'm like a sniper. Then market come to the US session VWAP touch. I have to wait a little bit, and I got out and got my take profit. That's it. Business is done. It's $250, but this on 20 accounts, you're happy. And this is not my own capital. This is prop firm money. Yeah. So this is the only trade all week long. I only do 1 or 2 trades a day. Within the first hour of trading, and my day is over. So basically, you can make money if you only invest, let's say, 2 hours a day, yeah, or 90 minutes a day. Mario, this tool is a Bookmap. I will also give you a special link later to that at the end of this webinar to get more information, because I'm also Bookmap Educator, and I'm developing the software with my with the team together, and yeah, it's just what we need as a trader. Yeah, no, I forgot one thing: the trading threshold. That is important. Okay, if I, for example, enter the market here, yeah, I go long. Now I'm going up, and I'm now $2,000 in profit. Yeah, it's now the trading threshold, 2,000 USD. This is open P&L, open profit and loss, not realized. Now the market is coming back, and I put my stop loss here in Voya. and I get stopped out here, let's say at plus 100, yeah. Just not real numbers. No. I made $100 profit with this trade, but I'm losing from $2,000 to plus 100. I'm losing minus $1,900. My trading threshold or my risk limit that the prop firm gave me is 2,500. Now I must reduce minus 1,900, only $600 left. This is my open risk that I can use. And this is something what most of the traders completely ignore. And this is also why the knowledge let profits run and cut your losses short is completely wrong. You must do exactly the opposite. Keep your wins short and let your losses run. Yeah, completely opposite, because then you make many times only like $200 wins. Yeah, 200 here, 200 there, and then you add up to your profit target of $3,000, and then you're getting funded. So just upside down, reverse engineer your thinking, and then you beat the evaluation. Then evaluation accounts just become a just fun fact. Yeah, you fund them in 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Just do the opposite, what everyone is telling you. And then, once you have understood how to pass these evaluation accounts, you simply go to scale. In my community, I can say basically every trader get within his first month his first evaluation account, and then he's funded. But with 150K account, of course, you cannot make a living, yeah, definitely. So you have to scale. In the second month, you buy 5 more or 10 more. And then you have something like 800,000 under management. Like me. Right now I'm managing 20 plus funded accounts, yeah. So if I make $250 on one account, you make it times 20, because you can connect all the accounts together. There's something that is called trade copier. So if I make one trade here, it will be executed on 20 different accounts. And then it's getting to be fun. Then you not make $250, make 2,500, $5,000, yeah. So then it's interesting day. And this day in and day out. Of course, you're not going to win every day, yeah. I have to say that I did not have any losing week this year, yeah. That's already quite amazing. But I had 1 or 2 losing days, yeah. My last one was last Monday, but I only lost commission. But sonst I'm making money every day. So now there's also not a but there are also problems, like I mentioned before. This topic of prop firm trading is a very, yeah, sort of gray zone, yeah. And because we are not asset managers, but we are also not moving actually any money. So we are just like playing casino on the stock markets or futures markets, yeah. And this is a struggle right now. The prop firms are, I will not say fighting, but they are regulating themselves first, because since this is not real volume, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, for example, gives them problem because, hey, we give you the data and you get the money, but we do not get any commissions for trading. That was last year the topic and still continuing. Then many prop firms got abused, yeah, by traders like me, but I changed my system. I have to say this. I become now a little bit more slower in that industry and continue to get my money. But yeah, it's becoming more difficult to get payouts. Then there are also new regulations in the European Union for financial data transparency and have to be implemented, which is good. But all of this has sort of, yeah, impact on prop firm trading. So if you start now, I would say, you are still in the game and you can start and you can do it and you can still earn it. I do not think that they will disappear, but the entry level will become more and more difficult and probably more expensive. Right now, it's cheap to start. Everything is there and no reason to wait. Yeah. So now how to get started? For me personally, is to understand VWAP, the VWAP trading system, and especially the reason behind it, why it is like that. Why is the volume weighted average price so important? It's not an indicator, it's a benchmark. Then, of course, choose the right account size and, of course, the right prop firm. There are right account size, I already mentioned it, 50K. Buy 20 accounts. And you will not get every evaluation account through. Definitely not. For me, I need round about 3 evaluation accounts to get one funded because I'm very aggressive. I'm not trading an evaluation account like a funded account. You really have to separate this. An evaluation account is gambling. I want to get it done immediately or I'm out. I lost this $30. Yeah, I don't care. But if I'm funded, then I start to trade carefully, and then it takes sometimes up to 1 month to get the payout. Then, of course, apply the evaluation strategies. It's just what I meant. I'm very aggressive. Yeah, get immediately in and then scale to multiple accounts. Not trade one, not focus on one, trade 10 at the same time. Of course, also depends on your budget. Just for me, I mean, the target should be to make 10,000 net a month, yeah, $10,000 at least. Otherwise, why do this stress? Yeah, and this is possible. And for this, you need like 10 or 15 accounts. So what do you need to succeed? The right trading strategy. I already got this for you. Account selection. You already got this. Evaluation strategy. I already told you. Do the opposite. Cut your profits short. Let your losses run. Reliable firm recommendations. This I will also give you where I trade. And of course, very important is ongoing support. I would say during the first 90 days or 3 months of trading to, yeah, to be safe. Yeah, I got a feedback from one of our community members 2 days ago, and she said, let me find it here. Well, it's in for me, daily trading with Robert is very helpful. Feel much more confident through guided trading, and learn a lot from the daily routine. Yeah, it's just yesterday. So this is what I offer, what I give. Just by people looking over my shoulder every day, they get a lot more confident in executing trades and also in not screwing up. So now what I've created for you, yeah. My complete VWAP trading system with exact entry and exit rules, account selection formula, yeah, which size, which firm, evaluation strategy, I already told you, reliable firm. I will also give you the link to that later. Scaling blueprint, 1 to 20 accounts, very simple. With the software, you can trade up to 20 accounts. And then the risk management framework, yeah. Rethink how to trade prop firms. I'm not talking about private money. That's very different. Then, of course, software tools, my exact trading view setup, my bookmap setup, my custom VWAP indicators. Yeah, we really have our own algorithms who actually modified the VWAP already for our needs. Order flow analysis tools, yeah, like Bookmap, what we are using every day. And then I think for me, the most important thing for you is to start is private community access and daily live tradings. This is what we do every day, 3 p.m. Central European time or 9 a.m. Eastern time. we are, or I am online with you because I'm trading my own money and you just see what I am doing. I'm doing this every trading day. If I'm sick or so, I cannot do that, but I'm online and you can just watch me for, we trade mostly like 90 minutes and then business is done. I reach my profit goal and day is over. That's it. Then we have a done for you service. That is my one of my oldest students, Nicolas doing. He is can do for you the personal setup to set up for you Bookmap, set up for you the connection between Bookmap and the prop firms, everything, yeah. Also how to select the right prop firms and how to get your first evaluation account done, which should be basically within 4 weeks that you should have your first funded account. And then the serious trading is going to start. So now for you here, we are now at the turning point. Yeah, you have two ways that you can do. Option one is do it yourself. And I absolutely support you with my social media channels on YouTube, on Discord, Bookmap, or my live streams every Thursday at 3 p.m. on the Bookmap channel. Can everyone spend time or can watch it? The only thing is, you're always sort of in the jungle, yeah, and you don't know where's left and where's right. And you spend a lot more time to get really successful, yeah. And of course, you're going to risk more evaluation fees until you get your payout. You probably go to buy some other courses or buy some other learning materials, which just waste your money, yeah. And you continue struggling like most traders do. This is what I experienced myself. Or the second way is get it done for you, yeah. Book a personal strategy call with my team, with Nicolas. It's absolutely free. No need to pay anything. Get a complete done for you setup package. We can show you how to install it, what you have to use, etc., to really get ready within 24 hours, yeah. And then also how to get started, trade the exact system that I do. You can watch over my shoulder every day live. And then, of course, we are guiding you through all the stages in our online community where you can ask questions, where you can post your trading feedback, your trading reviews, which is very important because we want to know what you are doing. And also for you, it's very important to find your mistakes and to improve yourself. And then begin making money within 30 days, yeah. It's now a little bit ambitious, but it's possible. I got within 30 days my first $2,000 payout. And many other traders also, maybe not so much, but within, let's say, 60 days or 90 days, they got their first payout from Apex and can cover their costs. So now, what is the solution here? Option one is free, but will likely cost much months of time and failed evaluations. Yeah, it's a struggle. Option two, yeah, of course, nothing is for free in this life. Yeah, there is no free lunch. Requires an investment, but get you results fast, and it's not much. I can tell you that. The only thing what we have is, we cannot take on so many people. We are now a small community right now, day trading live, and I want to keep it in that range. If there are 100 people or so, it's will become definitely more difficult. And this is why we limit this. Yeah, it's really, I want to talk to the people. We are open in a Zoom call like here every day and trading together and finding our profit goal. Yeah. So this is why we only accept 10 personal strategy calls. Also, Nicolas has not so much time. We have to trade and we have to work here on this. Yeah. If you're interested in this, I will also post the link here in 1 second. You just can book the call with Nicolas and he will guide you through everything. So in this chat room. Or Also, I mean, if you say, okay, I don't want this, or I cannot afford it, or I want to try my own way, absolutely no issue. I have put all the links together here. On this document, you just go to free.robertrother.com. You can also post this Google link here. You have the link to the free community, to our English communities. Traders Mindset is for free. Every day I'm posting my updates there. LIT, that's our paid community, where you can get a discount if you book for 1 year for 60 or 70%. You have my YouTube channel, where you get every day my trading reviews. I have an English writing corner for my trading ideas for my new trading book, where you can register on Patreon. Then we have German communities, also free community in German, where I publish my trading and investment ideas daily. Then we have a group called Trading Signals, where we publish every day our trading ideas, how we think the market is going. Yeah. And we have every week a webinar at 1 p.m. every Friday, tomorrow again on Friday. And we also have a full German course for prop firm trading. If you sign up for a yearly subscription, you get also this course for free. Then we have, this is interesting for German members, Digital Trader, where we discuss the things about tax and if you get payouts, where to send the payouts, and what legal structures we are using to get our payouts and manage our assets. Yeah. But it is for US citizens, it's they don't have an advantage of that. But non-US citizens, they have an advantage because we are tax-free in the United States. That's fine. And also I have the prop firm discount codes here, Apex and Bullinox. I'm using both of them. If you use this code, save 90, you get the maximum discount for Apex. And if you use this discount code, you get the maximum discount for Bullinox. You can use both companies. I'm happy with both. Yeah. Then the software also, Mario asked, Bookmap. I'm using Bookmap. Under this link, you get a discount for Bookmap. I'm a Bookmap educator. This giving there my live streams. This is software here to see the liquidity. And also for the trade copier, it's the way to go. Then for my analysis, I'm using TradingView. I think TradingView is very popular here. Many people know the software. But we also have another thing going on. It's called Vutra. This is an AI-generated trading software, and we are partnering with them. And the next generation charting platform, one seamless environment. Yeah, this software will go online on the 1st of August or maybe 1st of September. But I'm also partner with them, and this will bring everything to a new level. But if you want to sign up for this for free, also you can use this link. Otherwise, if you are German here and want to read my German book, also you find under this link the link to my German best-selling book, Drachenjahre. Ja. Hier. Okay, haben wir auch den richtigen. We have the right link here. Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them now. And then I think, yeah, we took almost 1 hour. It's good, or a little bit over 1 hour. If you have any questions, you can contact me anytime. Yeah. Also here my final thoughts. Whether you choose to try this on your own or get our help, you now have valuable information that most traders never discover. What you have learned is why traditional trading advices keeps you poor, at least in the prop firm industry, how institutions really trade the VWAP, the exact account selection strategy. Yeah. So the choice is yours. Yeah. Continue struggling with traditional methods or apply what you have learned today. So if there are any questions, I'm Happy to answer them. Um, Mike, do you VWAPs on London and NY Open? Yes, on these two, and also on the opening of the new trading day. Yeah. So opening of the extended trading hours. This is 6 p.m. Eastern time from the previous day or midnight Central European time. So these are the three main VWAPs. I call them day, London, and US session. You're welcome. Yeah, any more questions here from your side? Mario, you booked one slot. Yeah, thank you. That's nice. Then you will talk to Nicholas and he will guide you through everything. Okay, then I wish you all yeah, nice evening and a good weekend. And tomorrow, yeah, public holiday in the United States. And I will be back yeah, tomorrow in our trading signals community. We have one meeting. Otherwise, we see each other next week. Bye.